Hey you, welcome back. My name is Yubi. I'm your astro-friendly Latina therapist, entertaining tarot with you, and this is Tarot Might Be Company. These are general readings, and so this message may be for you, it may not be for you, a part of it might be for you. Just don't make a fit, right? If it makes sense, it makes sense. If it doesn't, move on to the next one. So we are doing mid-monthly readings for Aquarius. So Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, and South Node. I am a Libra rising and have a Gemini stellium, and so the duality of life is in my blood. And it did not make sense for me to not include the South Node as a possibility, because maybe you're existing in your South Node energy right now, and maybe there's something there for you. So yes, I was laughing a minute ago because as I was preparing for this reading, I was thinking about how I got here. Just this weird awareness of just like, dude, I remember when I was little, and you know, I used to not listen, it would be in the background of the channel 34. I'm SoCal girl, but channel 34, Univision. Who remembers Walter Mercado? And I just remember growing up and listening to that in the background, and I remember, like, I didn't grow up with astrology and zodiac signs and all that fun stuff, let alone tarot, in my upbringing. And so I remember I was always discouraged to hear it, but it would come on right in between the telenovelas or Sábado Gigante, like, you know. So I never imagined myself doing tarot. Like, I never imagined myself growing up to be a tarot reader. And so I was just laughing at myself and just like, look where you are. Like, what the? So, you know, there's never a dull moment in my brain. So anyways, thanks for joining me. Aquarius energy. I'm very fond of Aquarian energy, especially with this Pluto going into Aquarius. I believe it's direct now in Aquarius. It's going to go into retrograde pretty soon. So, yeah, I have family members that are Aquarius. Yeah, it's a very nice feeling of Aquarian energy. So, all right, Aquarius. I'm using the Via Lemuria Oracle card, Oracle deck. And if you're not familiar with it, I show it on a couple weeks ago on Café con Tarot, Sunday morning message. If you haven't checked those out, they're every Sunday morning where I have my little cafecito or tecito with a tarot reading, a message for you. All right, Aquarian energy for mid-month November. What is the message? Oh, 2. Oh, evolution, and full spectrum. Wow. Look at that. A full spectrum. Chakras, colors. Oof. I mean, is this a big message? I mean, you should check out the Café con Tarot message 2 weeks ago that I did. It was a twin flame energy feeling. It was like a big message. I was blown away by it. And we had the evolution card. So now with full spectrum, I mean, there's death and transformative energy with that card. Wow, look at this at the bottom. Yeah, there's definitely transformative energy here. Aquarius, you are going through some type of change, some type of evolution. I'm doing a Celtic cross, so let's start off with how you are presenting yourself to me. How are you showing up? How are you presenting? How are you presenting yourself to me right now? Aquarius. Water signs. My sister has she's an Aquarius. She has this really beautiful tattoo of the zodiac sign. Ooh, 2 cards on her back. You're showing up as the Knight of Wands and as Temperance energy, Sagittarian energy. Yeah, you and Sagittarius, Aquarius, are the rebels of the zodiac. Did you know that? Yeah. You and Sagittarius are the rebels of the zodiac. Okay, so you're presenting as the Knight of Wands. So you have definitely created something for yourself. There's fire energy. There's passion with what you're doing. And there's also this peaceful energy, the slowing down energy, not necessarily delayed energy. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because look at her cups. Her cups, there's fire and water, and it's like the water is pouring into the fire, so it's almost like this tame energy, this pull back energy. So not delayed, but it's more like slowed down energy. Look, so definitely like this slowing down of this busyness that's been happening. What's your crossing energy? Now remember, the crossing energy is the fork in the road. This is the opportunity that is being given to you to consider. You don't have to take it. It's just a consideration. Knight of Cups. Ooh, love. Not just any kind of love, like romance. Look, he's coming with flowers and a cup, and it's a unicorn. Aquarius, it's a unicorn. Look. This is your crossing energy. So it could be either reconnection, it could be just allowing love in, right? In the busyness of what you're going through, maybe making time for love, romance, making time for romance. That's your crossing energy. So what energy are you actually embracing? So that's different than how you are presenting or how you're presenting versus what you're actually tapping into, because you could present yourself as, the King of Wands, right? But you could be the Page of Wands, really. So again, it's all about illusion. So you're coming across as the Knight of Wands, but you're really tapping into the Knight of Swords. So sometimes, again, Swords energy, Aquarian energy. This is your energy here. But it's the Knight of Swords. So definitely learning how to stay in your truth. What's the hidden energy? So the hidden energy is energy that you have not yet tapped into. It could be helpful energy that you're not aware of, or it could be an energy that's like, ooh, be careful, don't tap into that. The Empress energy, balance, nurturance, creation. So this is in your hidden energy. I don't know if you know that it's there, but there's definitely a sense of confidence and sense of warmth with the Empress energy, and so it's available to you if you choose to tap into it. So let's see what you're walking away from, Aquarius. What are you walking away from? The Four of Pentacles, feeling like you don't have enough, feeling like you're having to hold on to your resources. I mean, it could be because you've had a lot of busyness going on, or it could be that you're just trying to find your footing. Four is symbolic for foundation, for structure. And so if you look, like she's holding on to all the pentacles. Usually on the Four of Pentacles in the other cards, there's 3 that are being touched, and then there's 1 coming from above. And so it's almost like you have 3 that are grounded and 1 that it's a resource, but something you can't touch. This is all pentacle touching the tree. Earth is like all over, right? And then there's these crystals right here on the edges that could be symbolic for wisdom. So it's almost like you're too focused on the finances, the tangible resources versus the knowledge resource. Remember, resource does not necessarily have to be money. Resource could be time. Resource could be just your energy output. Resource could be wisdom, knowledge, the things you can't touch, right? It's still valuable. And look, it's all around her. It's all around her. It's at her foot. And she's choosing to just hold on to the resources that she knows. There's even resources above her. There's food above her, but she's holding on so tightly to what she knows. So that could be why this energy of slowing down. It could also be why this energy of love is trying to come in, to open your heart, to tap into feminine energy, to see the abundance, right? Because this is in your hidden energy. You haven't looked at what the abundance is that you have all around you. You're Knight of Swords, so you're still focused on the headspace, right? You're definitely up in your headspace, which is fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just making sure that you stay balanced with the air energy. I mean, look at how funny this looks. The Knight of Swords is at the top, and then the Empress is at the bottom. So it's like air, right? And then grounding stuff, creating stuff, nurturing stuff, bringing stuff into fruition. I mean, look, she's expecting. She's pregnant. That's the tapped energy, the hidden energy that you can tap into. What are you walking towards, Aquarius? What are you walking towards? What are you walking towards, Aquarius? What are you walking towards? Oh, there it is. The Wheel of Fortune. Talk about game shows. This came out for another friend of mine. I think it was Cancer energy. The Cancer mid-monthly readings that showed up. I'm pretty sure it was Cancer. And I was laughing because it reminds me of that. I'm like really dating myself, dude. Walter Mercado, come on. And now I'm going to talk about The Price is Right. Who remembers The Price is Right? Let me know in the comment section. You're my age, good lord. Or let me know how old you think I am. But they had The Price is Right, and like the little palanquita that you would pull, and then it would turn and turn and turn, and you were trying to get to like $1, right? You're trying to collect. This is what it reminds me of. So it's like, this is what you're walking towards. So it could be you're walking towards a choice. You're walking towards just choices. You're walking towards the end of a cycle. You're entering a new portal, right? I mean, the Temperance energy is there. So again, it's having you to slow down. Slow down whatever busyness is going on, whatever. I mean, the Knight of Wands is very like, you know, excuse me. Sorry. It's very, ¿cómo se llama? Passionate, very like, you know, oh, let's go do this, let's go do that. And it's slowing you down. I mean, look at even the difference in the horses, right? You have the Knight of Wands, which is like a fast moving knight. You have 3 knights, dude. I didn't realize that. Then you have the Knight of Cups. That's a slower pace, right? And then you have the Knight of Swords that you're embracing, which is like, you're like flying. You have 3 knights. Which knight is missing? The Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest knight. You're missing the slowest knight. You're showing up as Temperance energy also, right? Slow down. Slow down. And look at the abundance that exists around you. Tap into the abundance, the types of abundance that you have yet to access, right? Slow down, Aquarius. I know Aquarius is all about like fast-paced energy. We're moving into that, but we're still at the beginning aspects of it. Like, this is like where it's like shifting out of Capricorn and like picking up speed. It's slowly picking up speed, right? But in your life, there could be just a lot going on, and it just feels like things are like se te están yendo, right? And so slow down, take a deep breath, right? Be patient, enjoy what is around you, right? Enjoy that. You're walking away from not seeing the abundance, which is great. And you're walking towards a new portal, a new beginning, a new cycle maybe, right? What's the situation for my Aquarius? What's around you? Oh, truth. Some type of new truth. Maybe you're owning your truth. Maybe knowledge. Sword energy is knowledge. So there's some type of truth that you are embracing, that is around you to embrace. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Hopes and fears for my Aquarius. Hopes and fears. Hopes, Aquarius. Midnight reading. Oh, hopes. 3 of Cups. Yeah, friendship, connections, new relationships, right? I mean, you have the Knight of Cups as your pressing energy. Your heart It's asking you to tap into your heart. It's asking you to tap into connection, into friendships. You know, you're walking away from just worrying about your finances, being by yourself in terms of the resources that are available. But now you're looking at what can you create in friendship, right? And it's not something tangible, right? Like, if this isn't the Three of Pentacles where you're working together to create something tangible. This is the Three of Cups. You're working together to create something of emotional value, right? Aquarius, you can sometimes be aloof. Sometimes you can get lost in your head. Sometimes you can be a little lazy. Aquarius, this is asking you to tap into your heart and to think about other people and think about how you do relationships with other people, right? To slow down, step away from what you've been doing for a little bit, tap into this new truth about how you are considering relationships in your life, right? How you're talking or creating opportunities for love to come in, for abundance to come in a different type of way. Fears, Nine of Swords. You're afraid of getting hurt. You're afraid of, there's worries around, maybe the experiences from the past, the worries of the past, you're bringing them to the present moment. There could be fear of feeling overwhelmed. Like this is giving me Four of Swords energy, right? Of like healing. And so it's valid fears, right? Like when you allow someone into your heart, into your space, there's always the risk of being hurt. I know that for sure. And so it's, how are you going to, and here's the thing. Swords are knowledge, right? It's thoughts. It's how are you transforming the pain from the past, the lessons that hopefully you've learned, hopefully you've paid attention to, right? So that you can allow love in. Outcome. Oof. Eight of Swords. Feeling stuck. Feeling like you can't get out of the situation. Yeah, feeling like you're not trusting your intuition maybe, or there's just too many worries. I mean, you went from the Nine of Swords to the Eight of Swords. Okay, you know, it's at least you're standing up, right? Yeah, let's get 3 cards of advice. 3 cards of advice for my Aquarian to help you not feel stuck, right? Because you're walking towards the Wheel of Fortune. So 3 cards, look, 3 cards right here. Let me show you what these 3 cards are. Oh, good Lord. You have the 3 of Swords. You have the 5 of Wands. And you have the Strength card. And so the advice here is, 1, access your strength. Access the Leo energy, right? Access the warmth and mostly the strength, the confidence that you can do this. You can navigate through the challenges, right? Whatever challenges are coming up for you, whether they're real life challenges, you know, it's definitely something that you're needing to practice. You're needing to practice how to address conflict. You're needing to practice how to heal your heart. How to heal your heart so that you can allow love back into your life, Aquarius. And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be a heartbreak. It could be, I mean, love is a feeling, it's abundance, it's, I mean, the true nature of love is that it is unconditional, right? There's no strings attached to it. But if you're healing something, right? If there's worries about past pain, past hurts, and then you're feeling stuck, you're feeling like you can't move forward. And that could also be why the Wheel of Fortune is at the forefront. It could go either direction, right? It could go either way. You could accept this new opportunity of love. If it is a love offer, it could just be an opportunity for friendships, to try again. So let's read what this evolution in full spectrum is for you. These 2 messages from the universe. 24, evolution. Let's do this one first. So this one says growth, overcoming challenges, gracefully riding the waves of life, expanding out of a problem, flourishing in the face of change, thriving in new environments, being unperturbed. Divinatory meaning. Look for ways that you can flourish in the face of a challenge. Tap into your original passion and remember why you chose the path that brought you to where you are now. Break a problem down to its elements and be creative in how you tackle them. Consider how you can make it more fun and inspiring. Alternatively, be present and ask how you can learn, grow, and become stronger through what is happening for you. Focus on the aspects of your situation that make it all worth it. Draw on the inner resources that can pull you through. You have the qualities you need to shine, so don't lose sight of the bigger picture. You may be pushed to greater and deeper learnings, and it might be an uncomfortable process, but the strength, growth, and wisdom that come from journeying through the eye of the storm and embodying this knowledge is something no teacher can show you. Wow. Talk about healing and growth. Let's do the full spectrum. Creating heaven on earth by honoring the perfection of nature's cycles. Going beyond the judgment of good and bad and merging duality. Raw nature, earth wisdom, connecting to ancestors. Shadows as the fertile soil for exponential growth. The way forward is in the whisperings of the land, honoring the full spectrum of life. Step out of the black and white mentality of judgment. Go beyond the concepts of good and bad. This card invites you to honor the full spectrum of life and find a new way of perceiving your situation. When we judge something, we create a story around it. These stories often create limitations. Subconsciously, we gather so many of these stories over a lifetime. To heal our dis-ease and crystallize the new way, we need to create a space of no story where miraculous healing can happen. This space empowers us to be all we are and allows us to know our truth. Wow. Aquarius. Definitely timely. Oh, there's more. Embrace the full spectrum of creation in all her colors and the raw, muddy, earthbound shadow parts of a situation to determine whether they are actually bad or if stories you have held onto are limiting your perspective. Still, wow, this is like major. I mean, it makes sense, right? Aquarian reading. You have what it takes. Tap into the strength. You have it. You can definitely get unstuck if you choose to follow that advice. All right, my Aquarian friends, hit the like button if this made sense for you. Share it if you think it'll help someone else. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let me know in the comment section if you're liking these types of readings. Don't forget to join me on Sundays where I do Café con Tarot, where you'll see me with my cafecito, mi tecito. Yeah, just chatting up a storm. So it's good to see you again. Until next time.